Let's manifest your dreams and your goals. It's a new month. Tomorrow, if you're watching this live, if you're catching it after, anytime around a new month or a new quarter is such a great time to align your mind to the goals, the desires, the dreams that you have on your heart, all right? So let's do it. If you have a business or you work in quarters, you might want to write out your goals and your dreams for the quarter, or if you're doing it for the month. Now, before I lose you here and you're like, well, I'm just gonna think about it or whatever. Did you know 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down? Because this is how our brain works. When you write them down, you're activating both parts of your brain, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. And when you activate the imaginative part of your mind, this is your subconscious. And your subconscious, science psychology proves, we run off of 95% of our day. So you definitely want to be working with that big part of our mind. And when you write down your goals, your dreams, your desires, use the words interchangeably, you can start to visually see them in your mind. So this is really important and powerful to co-create what you want to have, see, hold in your life. All right. So if this was shared, this video, and you have no clue who I am, I'm Megan Elise. I'm a rapid transformational therapist. I have a deep understanding of the subconscious mind. And with that knowledge, I've bridged it with manifesting, so it's not so woo-woo and fluffy duffy, but it's actually science. So let's write down your goals for the month. It can be in anything in regards to relationships, friendships, or loved ones. It can be to do anything with travel or success or achievements or accomplishments, or what else? Money and abundance, health, right? Any area. I wouldn't do more than 3, but focus on bigger ones. If you dream big though, you have to believe big. So what do I mean by that? And I want you to dream big. You should dream big. We're not meant to just come here and kind of cope and live this life. We're meant to really enjoy the human experience, and part of that is having wonderful, incredible things that is on your heart. Because guess what? I had a client today and she was like, I'm worried about my dreams or my desires not coming to fruition. And I explained to her, if you have a desire on your heart, we all have different desires, which makes us unique and special and beautiful. That was put on your heart for a reason, as a compass to guide you, not to tease you. Do you think the universe or God or whatever you believe in put those desires on your heart to tease you and be like, haha, you actually don't get to have that? No, we have a loving universe, a loving energy we live in. So those desires on your heart are meant for you. So I hope you have your goals written down. If you don't, just take that time, have them so you can post them up and you can see them each day, and so that you can visualize them. And I'm going to help you shift and work through some limiting beliefs that might come up. If this is a new term for you, limiting beliefs are just as they sound. They limit us in our life of taking action, of moving forward. So when you're looking at your goals, you might be like, that's really nice. I'd really like to have that amount of money in my bank account at the end of the quarter or at the end of the month, but I don't believe it's going to happen. That's a limiting belief because you believe it's not available to you. Why does Joe Schmo or this person or that person get to have money and wealth in their bank account, but you don't? If it's available to someone else, it's actually available to you. So this is how you can start to crumble limiting beliefs, is to really look at what's the truth. That is tip number 1. What is the truth? Is it true that you can't have that amount of money in your bank account? It's true if you say it's true, because you are creating a reality based upon your belief system. Hey! 3 common limiting beliefs that will block you from co-creating your dreams, your goals, and desires are Number 3 we'll start with is I'm different. So if I achieve these, I'm going to be different. You know that this is limiting belief. It's lonely at the top. Well, who wants to be lonely in this world? So you're going to make it to the top and then you're going to be lonely. That means you're going to be different, and that means you won't be able to connect with people. You might not be able to connect with your family or your friends if you have this limiting belief that you're going to be different when your goals or your dreams or your desires come to fruition. That's a limiting belief. Guess what? Limiting beliefs live in our subconscious. It's going to block what your conscious desire is. We have a conscious mind, subconscious. Conscious mind, we run off of 5% of our day. So we want to work with our subconscious, which we run off 95% of our day with all our beliefs live in. So you could have a conscious desire and have them written down. That's why it's only 42% effective to achieve your goals and your dreams if you write them down. Well, how do you get to 99%? And I don't say 100 because I leave room for the divine might have a different higher plan for you than what your human mind might think it is. I definitely know that divine, whatever you want to call it, has stepped into my life, and my human mind would have never thought that was feasible or possible. So how do you get to 99% is you want to work with your subconscious mind versus just the conscious mind of writing things down. So you should work and shift through the limiting beliefs. Now, the second most common limiting belief, we went from I'm different and now I can't connect, to number 2 is it's not available to me. I already highlighted that before. You're looking at it and you're like, wow, that would be so great to have that accomplishment and achievement by the end of the 3rd quarter or by the end of the month. But no, there's no way. There's no way that can happen. All right. You are in life where you are now based upon your beliefs, your thoughts, your habits, your actions from the past. So if you want to rewrite or have something different into your life, you're gonna have to do things differently. So that means you're gonna have to start saying different things to yourself instead of it's not available to me, I can't, it's not gonna happen. It gets to happen for me. I get to believe in me. I get to believe in my abilities and in my power. Okay, and my capabilities, whatever jazzes you up. And you might not believe it at first, and that's completely and totally fine because you've been telling yourself this other story this whole time that's leading you to blocking what you actually want to call into your life. The other number 1 limiting belief, this is across the board, I see in all of my clients. I had this, I still suffer a little bit from it, but it's far more better than it ever was, is I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough, smart enough, intelligent enough, old enough, young enough, smart enough, thin enough, big enough, tall enough, whatever enough. Ringing a bell? Does this pop up anywhere for you when you look at your goals or your dreams or you think about yourself? Number one limiting belief that everyone has in some type of form and capacity. So if you want to dream big, you have to believe big, and you have to believe in yourself, and you have to believe that you are good enough in all forms right now, exactly how you are, no matter what, that you are enough. Not feeling good enough or thinking I was good enough. Think back into your life. What happened to me is I stayed in a very, very toxic relationship for a long time because I didn't think I was good enough on my own. I didn't think I could survive and do life on my own. It stopped me from taking action and moving forward and doing what I actually wanted to do with my career and with my life because I didn't think I was good enough to do it. I was like, on my own, I'm not good enough. So this is a very common but deep limiting belief that affects how you live your life. What you do, what you don't do, what relationships you stay in, what job you stay in because you don't like it because I'm not good enough to find a different job or get something else or be in a different relationship or have that much money, not good enough, right? So how can you start to shift these? What I've highlighted before is you have to start telling yourself a new story, so telling yourself something different. Start telling yourself the truth. You are good enough. But that's just working with your conscious mind. So how can you really, really get it to work with your subconscious? Well, I'm super excited to announce the very first group RTT, public RTT session. I've done private group ones, but the very first public, so like anyone who wants to be a part of it, group RTT session, which stands for Rapid Transformational Therapy, on this topic. So we can go back to the root, the reason, the cause of where you started to believe, acquire, and adopt that you're not good enough because as a baby, you weren't born thinking or believing you weren't good enough. No babies are. That's why they think they're incredible. Like, think of like little 2-year-olds. They go down the slide and they think they're the best thing ever. Like, look at me, I'm so great, I'm so good. So somewhere along the line, you start to acquire this belief. A lot of people do, and it can be from like the smallest little significant event, but until you revisit those long-term memories and scenes, you can't interrupt the belief, reframe the belief, shift them. And it happens really, really quick when you do it in hypnosis. So don't let the word hypnosis scare you. By no means. It's like meditation, but much, much more deeper, much, much more powerful, because you can actually shift subconscious limiting beliefs, subconscious programming and conditioning in that moment, because you're extracting it and removing it. So I'm super, super excited to deliver this and bring this to everyone, because it is something that the topic is needed in this world. Society really pushes us not to believe that we are good enough. Think of beauty products, think of diets, think of the powers to be. They do much, much better when we believe that we are not good enough. All right, so let's together be an army of enoughness so that we're all feeling great. This is such a big thing for mental health, for manifesting and co-creating your life, and for taking action in the direction of the desired life you actually want to lead and live. So I'll leave all the details in the description. It's going to be next week, July 8th. It's a Thursday, 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's going to give you a primer recording when you sign up, because some people are like, well, I can't be hypnotized. If you can't be hypnotized, that means that you never sleep, because you pass through the theta brainwave state, which is what hypnosis is, before you pass into delta. So I'm not buying it, but just to ensure that you are gonna feel like you can go nice and deep into this session, I give you a primer recording. All my clients get these. It's a relaxation recording, because that's what hypnosis is a deep relaxation of the mind and of the body, of the nervous system, so we can access that deeper part of your mind, not your conscious mind, that's the rational, logical thinking processes, but that deeper part. So I'm going to give a massive, massive discount for this, because it's going to be group, so it's not personalized. Just think of going to the gym. You can get personal training where it's that one-on-one, or you're in a group where you still get lots and good stuff out of it, but it's not going to be that one-on-one. So big discount on that. I'll leave all the links for you, and then you'll also get a I Am Enough recording to really establish those new neural nets and new neural pathways into your mind. So your default thought process goes to I am enough. Your emotional home goes to I am enough. The feelings of I am good enough, of confidence, of self-esteem and self-value and self-image, all of the good stuff. That's the difference between like regular talk therapy and RTT, is there's a follow-up on your end, and it's to integrate the belief systems and the thoughts, because neuroplasticity proves and shows we can shift our mind. We can add new neural nets, new neural pathways. It can, any age, teaching a dog old tricks, you can't do that, is not accurate. That is not true. You absolutely can. You being the dog, you're not a dog, but you know what I mean? You absolutely can. Neuroplasticity explains that and how that is feasible and possible. So you want to update your belief systems in your mind, just like you update the software on your phone, because most of our belief systems get set before the age of 7. So if you're wondering why you're not co-creating, manifesting, creating in your life in any area, love, success, business, your dreams, your goals, your relationships, we need to get to the root of it. And again, number one, I see in all my clients, and what we were taught in school and what Marissa Peer goes over, is feeling not enough. It'll block you, it'll stop you, it'll hold you back. And I want you to manifest all your dreams, all your goals, and to feel good about yourself, who you are, and enough in this point. I could tell you, your boyfriend, your mom, your sister could tell you how great they think you are, but it doesn't hit the same when you believe it yourself. And that's what this workshop next week will do and really integrate, and you'll get to experience the gift I share with my clients, my one-on-one clients, RTT, but in that group format. And it's going to be online and it's going to be recorded, so if you can't make it to the live, you can watch it and do it on your own, and it comes with those 2 recordings. It's going to make it really, really powerful and potent for you, and I'm so excited to share this gift with you. If you're interested, definitely send me a DM if you don't see the link, or if you're not on my email list, because it's going to go out on all of that. Mwah! I'm so excited to take you through it. Hope you took something out of this session, even this quick little masterclass of writing them down, your goals. You're 42% more likely for them to manifest and come into fruition because you're working with both sides of your brain, and really get that visual of what it's going to look like. Post it up somewhere. You're going to see it each day. And then if you want to take it further, if you're noticing, oh, I keep getting blocked, or you really resonate with not feeling good enough in any area of your life, really, really do join me next week for the group RTT session. Mwah.